A discussion today about American-born French dancer, singer, actress Josephine Baker, the first black woman to star in a major silent motion picture in 1927. But her life and career was anything but silent.
Dancing was the new religion, and a Josephine Baker or any girl who could shake a mean hip was bound to succeed.
Baker was one of the most celebrated performers to headline the revues of the Folies Bergère in Paris. In her 40s, she aided the French resistance during World War II, the British Secret Intelligence Service, and the U.S. Secret Service. And most of this wasn't known about until about 5 years ago. A new book is bringing more of this to the forefront called Josephine Baker's Secret War. My guest is the author and professor of French history at Cardiff University in Wales, Hannah Diamond. Welcome.
Hello, Anne. Thank you for inviting me today.
I'm thrilled to hear about this. All right, Josephine Baker led an incredible life. What made you want to write about her in your book?
Well, I've done a lot of research about women in the resistance, and I did some initial research about Josephine Baker, and I hadn't known a great deal about her before that. And I was absolutely amazed by the stories of her collecting and transmitting intelligence for the French secret services during the war. So I wanted to explore all the archives I could find to try and get a fuller picture of what she'd got up to.
All right, let's talk about her bravery, spying for the French resistance. How did all of this start for her, and how was she turning over information?
Well, it started for her during the Phony War in 1939, when she was living in Paris and performing and doing everything she could for the war effort. And she was approached by Jacques Abté, who was head of French counterintelligence at that time, and who was told that Josephine Baker was a great patriot. She became French, in fact, in 1937. She took French nationality, and she wanted to do all she could for the Allied war effort. So Jacques Abté took her on, and she was the most amazing success for him because her celebrity gave her a pass, if you like, to go into embassies where people would speak to her freely and tell her things perhaps that she shouldn't really have known, but they were so struck by her celebrity that it didn't occur to them that she could be picking up information from them and passing it on to people who would find it useful.
So fascinating. Was she ever honored for her bravery?
She was in the post-war period. In October 1946, she was given a medal of the resistance, and she had to wait a little bit longer. In 1958, she was given the high French military honor of a Légion d'honneur.
What most surprised you, Professor, about what you found out about her life?
Well, I think what most surprised me was how clever she was at using her celebrity as a cover to do these secret and dangerous activities. She managed to pass all this important information on to people who needed it without ever being suspected. Here she was, this great celebrity, and she really, everything she was doing was hidden underneath her great performity.
Just absolutely amazing. All right, what's next in your work?
Well, I'm hoping to write another book about the role women have played in French society, the evolution that has gone on in terms of women's rights and actions over the 19th and 20th century in France.
All right, well, I appreciate you writing this book, Josephine Baker's Secret War. We have learned so much. Professor Diamond, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, and I hope you will find Josephine Baker as fascinating as I have.
No doubt. Thank you. And to learn more about Josephine Baker and her wartime experiences, including entertaining the Allied troops, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app.